Shut up and sit down.
Welcome back to another episode of Bias Take 2. Welcome back to another episode of the Bias Effect podcast. It's your girl, Nikki.
It's QJ.
And we are here for another classic comeback episode. February, the month of love. I mean, there are some things to talk about. Now, yeah, there wasn't a lot, but what was there was
interesting.
A lot. Yeah. A lot that needs to be discussed anyway. We'll just kick it off, right?
Get into it.
Let's get right into those. Okay, so we had it was like a remix single, I think. I feel like it was a remix, but anyway.
Yeah.
Tomorrow by Together, TXT had a new version of their SSS sending secret signals featuring Hyde, and it was a music video. So this song came out on their most recent album, Japanese release, but then, which I feel like was, in my mind, feels like forever ago now. It was probably like
I do think it was like November,
December?
like
November,
yeah, maybe December. Like it was at the end of the year, but yeah.
And I looked into like the guy too, so it's featuring Hyde. This guy is an alt Japanese musician. He's 57. I was like, I just wasn't expecting that at all, but he does a lot of work. But he worked recently with the band My First Story on the singles Mujin and Tokoshi from Demon Slayer. So like he's in all this realm.
Ever heard of Demon Slayer?
Girl. I mean, quick side tangent, but I'm pretty sure that was one of the first animes you were like, okay, if you want to get into anime, watch this. And then did the classic meme where I said, oh, I really love Rengoku. And you're like,
I was like, oh yeah, me too. He's great.
well, I mean, he is. He is.
Anyway.
If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the actual music video itself is obviously, for me, when I first started watching it, it's an animated Japanese looking anime, but it's so clearly AI. It made me hurt watching it. I pulled the clip here. Like, this brother doesn't have any teeth. It's just one block of white, and it just looks weird to me. And the reason it looked so AI to me, it's just everything was unnatural in their movements, even like in an animation style. Like there would be way more character to whatever they were doing. But so I had suspicions that I scrolled immediately down to the comments on YouTube. Everyone was saying it. They're like, this is obviously AI. This is AI slop. TXT deserves better than this. And it's a conversation worth having because honestly, we're seeing it more and more in that space of utilizing AI. And now there are ways you can utilize it that's not like just completely soulless, right? But it just seems like they push a button and go, here's the basic theme, because they didn't even look like them, really. Like there was like one section where they're like, oh, this kind of look like them, I guess, but not really. And even the Hyde one, that's where I was like, there's a section where I think Hyde's verses, and I'm like, does this even look like him? So that's when I looked him up. It doesn't really to me, but
yeah, I feel like lately I've been noticing a lot when people drop music videos, there's a lot of like people saying that there's AI, like, because even when we did the EXO thing, people were saying that Crown used a bunch of AI, and I was like, okay, like it just seems like in a way it makes sense to me because of how quickly some groups blast music out. So like of course they would lean heavily on using programs that would help them get it out faster as well, as opposed to someone animating this whole thing. Of course, just hit a button, get it out there. But like, it's not gonna be as good.
yeah, like I could see what you're saying about timelines, because I mean I work in this industry. I work in post-production. I understand what, you know, certain clients too will put on artists and all that, but they also have so much money that's where I go.
Yeah.
You have enough money to like pay people overtime if you really wanted to get a real product out of it. And it always comes back down to business. You care way more about the business money than you actually do about the art, and it's like kind of
Yeah, I think
frustrating.
that's what like that's the thing, right? It's like they could put quality into it, or they could just hit a button and send it out, and no one cares. Like, okay,
Yeah.
fine.
No one cares enough to like actually protest. So yeah.
But I kind of thought the same thing. Like, when I started watching it, I was like, this looks weird. And, like, when it showed the 5 of them, I was like, I spent, like, maybe half a second being like, who's who here? And I was like, I can't even tell. So, like,
Can't tell.
doesn't matter. So I just kind of, like, let it wash over me. And I was like, the song itself was also not really one that I pulled off of the comeback when the album came out. So I was like, this whole thing is just kind of, like, fine.
A pass. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. When identifying the characters, I think the only point that I could kind of be like maybe is they colored their hairs the way their hair was colored during the comeback, and I'm like, sure, I guess this is this person. But
Yeah,
again,
like,
yeah.
I think I was like, I think that's Kai. Like, that's the only person that I was like, pretty sure I can recognize HYUNIN Kai. And then I was like, whatever. The rest of these guys look exactly the same.
I could not for the life of me decide who Subin was, and that. I was
Yeah,
like,
I
sure.
think I only because, like you said, his hair was like kind of like blondish, like silvery, and like that's kind of what his hair looked
Oh.
like. So I was like, I guess that's supposed to be Kai, but I can't really tell. And then I was like, couldn't even guess which one's like Subin or Yeonjun. I was like, those two, like, and Byungyu, like they all look exactly. They all have the same brown hair. Like I was like, okay, great.
It was so silly. But anyway, yeah. Okay, well, anyway, moving on. Okay, we like yesterday we both were sitting around and we're like, Minho released more singles. So Minho from SHINee released 2 Japanese singles on February 25th, and they're called Flawless and Sunkissed. They were very Minho to me. Like, Flawless was fine. It felt like a very OST style song. But yeah, Sunkissed was a bit of a bop. It was nice. But again, nothing that like stood out to me inherently. And there was no music videos either for these, so we couldn't even see him.
Yeah, I really liked Sunkissed. Flawless, I also like. Yeah, I saw that was fine. It was like a bit of a slower one. Kind of seemed like K-drama song. I was like, sure, fine.
Which is like, yeah, classic Minho. Like, there's not like we were saying, like that's clearly his vibe with his music, and that's fine. So it's just not 100% my vibe. But I saved Sunkissed. It's a nice little bop. It's
Yeah, I
cute.
saved Sunkissed as well.
But yeah, that was the only 2 like more singlish releases that we were tracking, and now we'll get into the 2 big album releases of February. They were pretty, like, again, not a lot this month, but they were big drops, like big anticipated drops. So I will start with Blackpink. So they finally came out with their new album. I think it was said it was 3 years in the making, or took 3 years since their last one. So February 27th, Blackpink released Deadline, and it had 5 songs, so it was an EP release. And it included Jump, which was already previous released a few months ago. I also didn't realize that their tour they recently went on was called the Deadline Tour, so they were touring without this new album. Except for Jump. That was the only song I think they had. So, a little backwards than I feel like how it normally works, but sure. I also found the stat early sales were huge for this album. 1.4 million copies sold on the first day, setting records for female K-pop act. So good for them. Which it's just like, again, always comparing to BTS, but the number jumps between BTS and other bands are kind of insane. Because 1.4 million is a great number, don't get me wrong, but I think Ateez is already like around 4 million pre-sales. Like,
Yeah.
which again shows the insane gap even between like girl groups too. It was shocking to me to hear that this was the largest sale amount in a short period of time. Okay, so Blackpink deadline. So we have 5 songs. We have Jump, Go, Me and My, Champion, and Fuckboy. So we'll start right from the top. So Jump, I liked Jump when it came out. I didn't realize when I was listening to it though, the very first time I heard it, that it was like the new Blackpink song. The thing I noticed listening to them, I haven't really listened to anything else with Blackpink, but it feels nothing inherently new in the music, which is fine. But that's what I thought. So when I listened to it the first time, I thought it was like a song from like, I don't know, 10 years, not 10 years ago, but like 5 years ago. So it's high energy, festival EDM style, club track with hard style influence, polished pounding beat, and anthematic energy. Okay. Oh yeah, this was pre-released in July 2025, like so long ago. Conveys confident motivational themes about moving forward and pushing limits, consistent with Blackpink's girl boss persona. Reception overall was that it was popular in live settings and praised for its energy, though some listeners feel it was more mainstream festival music than classic Blackpink, which I can't compare it to. Again, I never really listened to it. I also watched the music video for it. It's a very weird music. And again, talking about AI, I feel like there's definitely AI components to this music video. I didn't get the point of the music video. Like, I think so basically it's like just them singing the song, and then there's a bunch of background dancers vibing to them like aggressively. And I guess there is a point where you like zoom into someone's ear. It's very triggering for like the thing I have, like the tryptophobia. And then they're like in that person's ear, like dancing and raving. So I guess it's supposed to be like the song is such an earworm that you're like going to like damage your own body of how good it and how headbanging you're doing. Because there's literally scenes where the dancers are like banging their head against the wall. So I'm like, okay. And then there is a very, very, very bad CG or a blue screen a situation where they're flying through the sky, but they're clearly so on wires, which I guess is a thing because it'll come up later for Ateez too. So
well, yeah.
But it felt like a lot of stuff going on in that music video that didn't have any kind of inherent plot. Like even to be like, oh, well, yeah, let's go, let's jump, let's fucking do it. It doesn't make sense to me. I didn't get it, really, but...
I mean, yeah, when it came out last year, I didn't really like it that much. Like, I listened to their whole discography. It's not a lot. It's like 40 songs or something.
Wow.
And it all kind of sounds like this. Like, this...
Oh.
Yeah, like, I feel like if people are saying, oh, this is like classic Blackpink, like, yeah, it is. Like, it sounds like the other stuff. It's very, like what you said, girl boss or whatever. I was trying to think of, like, how to, like, describe the music, but it is very, like, I'm a bad bitch, like, I'm a boss. Like, all their music is like that, which is great, you know, whatever, fine, like, if you like that. But I'm, like, after a certain point, I was like, okay, like,
yeah,
cool.
It's kind of like what we experienced when we were listening to Jessie too. Like, there's some really good stuff that she was doing, but yeah, in her recent album, that's all it kind of felt like. You're like, I get you're a girl boss, but like, there's more to you, because there's like the reverse side of it. You're like, I'm such a girl boss, I'm such a girl boss, and you're like, oh, okay, but like, what are you bossing? You know what I mean? Like, what are you actually doing? Like, what are you I'm glad that you're a confident woman, of course. Like, that is a message that should be sent out, that you can do whatever you want. But
yeah, I think like if like, just to jump ahead slightly, like that's why I kind of liked the song Champion off the album, because I was like, oh, it sounds like a bit different. I mean, technically Fuckboy sounded different too, but like I didn't like that song. But like I kind of liked Champion, because I was like, oh, this is a little different, and like I like the vibe of this song, and like, but like, yeah, a lot of their stuff just kind of sounds, I mean, they took what worked and did it. I saw mixed reviews about it. Like, a lot of people were complaining about that as well. Like, actual fans of them were like, I waited this long for 5 songs, one song that came out a year ago, and it all sounds the same. And I was like, well, yeah, I mean, that would be a little disappointing if you were a fan.
That's what I kept thinking.
But then I saw
too.
people being like, bangers, top to bottom bangers. I'm like, okay, it depends on what you like, I guess.
Exactly. Like, again, I'm not trying to, like, shade anyone for liking Blackpink at all, because I get it. I get it. It's just not inherently my thing. I think it also, for me, in my mind, like, listening to the lyrics and everything, it skews a little younger. Like, I feel like it's aimed for maybe teenagers, young 20-year-olds, because it just felt like something I would have been super into when I was in high school. Like you said, Champion. I like the song, but I'm still like, okay, like, even the lyrics, I'm like, when I take an L, I'll still keep going. I'm like, as an old ass millennial, I hate that. I hate that, like, line. But I get the concept. I get behind it. I'd be like, yeah. You get knocked down, you get up again, type of thing. Love it. And it wasn't.
We know if you get knocked down, okay? We know, all right? We were there.
We know about. We were there. Yeah. But it was a very good pop anthem. Like, I very much enjoyed it. And I could see where it's probably really cool if you could see it live too, right? So I get it. Since we're talking about Champion, I'll just break it down. It's a pop anthem with dynamic momentum built around uplift and group refrains, vocally big and poised for live performance. It's a motivational song about resilience, persistence, and emerging a champion at the end. Some listeners, some feedback on it was that it feels less distinctive or feels dated compared to Blackpink's stronger songs. But again, I like diversity in an album. Like, I don't like, well, I'm not gonna say I don't like wall-to-wall bangers, but it's nice to see that there was a different side to them with that. Now, this is the other thing that sparked a little controversy. So there's a few songs on this album that was collabed with Dr. Luke, who's a producer that worked with Kesha, and he has a lot of gross allegations against him from Kesha herself. I mean, we were there, free Kesha, so
we were there.
So we were there. So he was on this song, Champion, so kind of took it. I'm like, you're all about girl empowerment now. But also an interesting, fun part of this song, EJ she was the writers of the music of Kpop Demon Hunter. She was the singer on that, the main Rumi.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, she was a part of this song too. We can go back up to Go. So the Go, I feel like Jump was their title track, but Go was like the one for the actual comeback. This one I did like it. It was good. It was a cinematic futuristic pop EDM anthem with strong bass and punchy production. Features chant hook, Blackpink will make y'all go. That's meant to be stadium ready. So yeah, it seems like a lot of their stuff is designed to be in a public forum. Like, EDM is a good way of describing it. It definitely reminded me, and I feel like they have like heavy also like dubstep influences. Like, it's very that early 2010s club era music again, which it's fine. It's just I'm not that age. I'm old, okay? But for this one, the lyrics emphasize confidence, ambition, courage, perseverance, encouraging listeners to push forward and fight for their goals. This one was co-written by Coldplay's Chris Martin. And the 4 members all had some kind of influence on the writing, which, again, we love it. And this one was the song that stood out to me the most. This was highlighted as the most Blackpink-like track, though some fans find the chant repetitive or the chorus empty.
I saw a lot of people saying the empty choruses, and I was like,
That's what I'm saying. Like, I nothing against it, but it just doesn't feel like it carries a lot of weight.
Yeah, like, not everything has to have like a plot and a story and like a whole connection. It can just be like music that you're releasing out to people. I just think like when we think about the other groups that we like, you can't help but compare sometimes. And like even I mean some of our groups are not good all the time, but like in general, we tend to like that kind of stuff more, so it's harder to not be super critical. But like it's to me it's music that you like it doesn't you don't need to be critical of, right? It's just like music that you just put and play if you're at a party, sure, fine, bangers. But like it's not really music that like in my mind it's not music that's like really meant to be like analyzed and criticized because like it's just not that's just not the point of it. Like it's not designed that way. It wasn't written that way. I mean maybe they I mean if it was written and designed that way then it missed the mark a little in my opinion, but like
I think it's a really good point to like make the note of that because yeah, I think a lot of the bands we gravitate to tend to have that more um lore or they are all bands that are self-produced, so they do have this inherent underlying vision, right, for what they want their music to be, right? Not saying that people that don't write their music don't, but I think that's just like you can't escape that if you're writing your own music, right? But it doesn't all have to be that. And yeah, like the songs I did like I liked them. Like I would if it comes on a I added them to my list. Like I would never inherently turn it off. And I think even like I woke up thinking about Jump this morning. It was a bit of an earworm. So I don't take that away from it. And again, they have done a lot for women in K-pop. So like I can't deny them with that either. So
yeah.
people seem to love them. So yeah, but like obviously nothing against them. I honestly makes me mad when I see the type of hate they get too, because I'm like, they are the girl boss energy. So if you can't expect that, and then like fan service to be, you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
you like this image, but recently we saw a clip of Jennie just literally leaving somewhere she was going into a car. Like the car wasn't even far away; it was literally right there on the curb, and she had to go somewhere because she's fucking busy. And there was fans on the side being like, "What, you hate us? Well, you're not even gonna say hi to us?" I'm like, she
they
doesn't
called
owe
her a
you any-
bitch.
They called her a bitch. That's right. You're like, yeah. Maybe she does have to be a bitch.
I mean, that's a good point because it's like if you wanted the girl boss image and you called her a bitch, I would expect her to be like, "Fuck you," but she like literally like turned around, went back, and signed autographs for them. Like, so what do you want? Do you want a badass bitch, or do you want someone to like cater to your every need? And even when they were like, "You're not gonna stop," she was like, "I really like truly have somewhere that I have to go right now," and they were like, and "Whatever, bitch."
And they were said, "Whatever, bitch," and they said it's always the same story. She's fucking Jennie of Blackpink. Like, again, not my thing, but I can respect these women for like hustling, like doing a bunch of stuff. They have all their own solo stuff. They probably have a bunch of other stuff. And sure, are other groups maybe more quote unquote accommodating? Maybe, but I don't know. I think we all abuse their time a lot more than we should. Anyway, side tangent over. Yeah, they don't deserve the hate they get.
There's some
and Jennie dated Kai, so
I mean,
I got bad respect.
She's got good taste. I think that there is space for criticism for sure, but I agree. Yeah. Like the hate train is just insane.
It's just never justified to the level of it. There's like you said, there's difference between hate and criticism, right? You can criticize. You can criticize being like, a criticism could be, oh, I think you're kind of cold sometimes when you are in a fan environment. Like, if you were in a fan environment, like a sign, sure. Like, I'm not saying that's true. I'm just saying that's a criticism. Yeah. Now, being like, you're a fucking bitch because you don't even look at me when you're going to another business, that's a step too far, and that's not justified. Anyway.
I think there's a lot to be said about their performances, from what I've seen. You know, like in terms of criticism, like
yes, I agree with that.
I agree. Yeah. There's room to criticize there. I also think there's room to criticize their solo preferences and the fact that they kind of string their fans along. That's how it looks to me, that they string Blackpink fans along, and they're like, clearly you clearly want to focus on your solo career, which is fine. You can do that. You don't have to like literally disband. You could just go on an extended hiatus, but like be clear about it, you know? I think there's
Yeah.
criticism to be made there, but like to then turn around and be like, these guys are bitches because they just dropped the worst album. I was like, okay, relax, calm down.
Yeah, and like even that too, like again, we have such a limited view of what is actually goes on with their agents too. Like we don't know what kind of contracts it's on. I know they did re-sign, but instead of like focusing on their solo careers, but anyway, just yeah, like we don't know what's going on. But
Yeah.
I agree. Like I see sometimes they're performing, and I go, I don't even know if they want to be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
it's,
sometimes they don't give this energy to me that they like being in the group.
yeah.
But like I
that's
don't
why-
watch like their lives. I don't follow them on Instagram. So like I don't know how they interact with each other not on stage or in a music video, you know? Like maybe they are
Yeah.
like all besties. I don't know. I'm not that deep into it, so like it's just as an outsider, like I
It
think
doesn't.
there's room to comment, but like respectfully.
Yeah, yeah. So I also watched the music video for Go. Again, it was really weird. If it, I don't get their. I don't know if they have lore or anything, but I don't get it. But they looked very beautiful. So there was that. They looked really nice. They looked really pretty in it. So I was like, okay, I can see. You know, like let's be real. Like we've definitely watched music videos where like I don't know what's going on, but the guys are so handsome, so whatever. So I can see that if you were like into women and you were like, okay, I'll just watch this for them. They look very beautiful. So there's that. So the other couple songs on their album, Me and My, I did not like this one. It's a more retro hip hop groove driven track with a relaxed flow and brass elements. Less intense than the opener, more laid back and self reflective. Still confident but subtle. This also is a Dr. Luke song. And then, yeah, overall reception were, opinions were very mixed. That some appreciate the cool rhythm and swagger, often find it underwhelming or lyrically weak. And that was my biggest struggle with this song. I can understand where they were trying to go with it. Yeah, like me and my bitches. Like, let's fucking go. Let's fucking take over the. But it was just so vapid, the lyrics. Like, there's a line, we're gonna make it pop like a lolly. Like, I don't even. What is that? What are you even trying to go with that? Like,
I like you were saying before, maybe if you listened to Blackpink in high school, this kind of song is like a song to me that would have like popped in high school for me personally, because I guess in a weird way, like just because you mentioned Dr. Luke and Kesha, it kind of gives that like Kesha party vibe to it, which I wouldn't really listen to those songs now personally, like TikTok or what, I can't even remember what they're called, but like
TikTok, yeah, TikTok before TikTok.
yeah, like I probably would have blasted this song in high school, like before a party. But like listening to it now, I was like, I absolutely not. It's not for me. And a lot of the people I saw, like Blink's critiquing the album, this was like the song that they kept bringing up. So I see, like at least from the algorithm that I have, this is the song that the Blinks that I see it usually did not like this one. And I was like, yeah, I don't really like it either, especially because it comes after Jump and Go. And I was like, okay, we're at a party. I got it. And I was like really scared to hear the last song because it's called Fuckboy. And I was like, oh my God, another like club banger, I guess. But like the vibe was different for it. But then the chorus I hated. To be honest, I just hated.
No, I was so excited listening to it. And I think that's why I ended up not liking it even more at the end, because the beginning of it, I was like, okay, like this is like a slower jam, more like of a narrative. Anyway, more of a ballad or whatever. But then yeah, it hits the chorus, and they're like, oh, now I'm the fuck boy, and I was like, no, that's not working. Again, maybe I'm just super old, but it doesn't make sense even in that context. Like, I get what you're trying to go with. Like, he was a fuck boy, he fucked around with you, and you are, like, hurt by it, but now you're gonna go and be that. Now you're the fuck boy, but that's not.
I know, it was...
Yeah, it's just, like, anyway, I was like, I'm so mad because it had potential, and I really liked it in the beginning. But yeah, the chorus just completely set it off for me. But yeah, it's a more of acoustic, stripped down vibe. It's softer, more emotional, with minimal instrumentals and a focus on vocals, which I love. They sounded great. Um, but yeah, it's a narrative about a fallout from a toxic relationship, more personal and introspective. It did divide listeners too, according to this research. Some praise the vocal intimacy and emotive mood, which is what drew me in, but others find it slower or less exciting than the energetic tracks, which fine, that's the whole purpose of it. So that's not where my criticism lies. My criticism lies with the silly ass lyrics.
Yeah.
Your goofy ass lyrics. You're trying. That's the other thing. It felt like you were just saying it to be quote unquote hard. Like I'm like you could have like had this beautiful song about true emotion and even a toxic relationship, but you had to throw in those lyrics, and it just felt cheesy, corny, and not what you. And again, this is what I mean by younger audience. Like, yeah, maybe if I was in high school, I was like, yeah, now how do you like it? You're like, okay, but I.
Yeah, I agree. I think, yeah, it was a little bit corny, and I was like, oh, okay. I guess if I'm thinking about ages as well, like, I don't feel like we're from the fuckboy era. Like, that's just, like,
Yeah.
not, I wasn't, like, that wasn't really, like, I mean, maybe we had them, sure, but it wasn't, like...
Well, they were called, like, players, I feel
yeah,
like
players or whatever.
Or, like...
But it wasn't as, like, accepted, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, there were players, but it wasn't, like, a weird, like, badge of honor to be like, yeah, I fuck around or whatever, which just seems more like a thing now to be, like, casual, whatever. Like, fine, sure, fine. It's just, like, I'm not from that era. Like, I'm literally a married woman. Like, I don't understand fuckboys, really. Like, I get it, but I obviously, like, I'm not in touch with that. So, like, it was kind of corny to hear, to be like, I'm not going to be around here singing, I'm the fuckboy now. Like, I'm not, okay? I'm absolutely not.
I'm absolutely not.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, like, I'm still, like, I don't have a partner at my age, but if I met a person my age that was like, I'm a fuckboy, I'd be like, what are you doing with your life? Like, actually, like, that's pathetic, personally. Do whatever you want in your life, but, like, if that's the person, yeah, like, you could sleep around, you can be with multiple people, but to be like, hey, babe, I'm a fuckboy, I'm like, get away from me. Like, I never want to be around you again. So, yeah, I think it's just an age.
I think it's just kind of a fascinating space to me. Like, I respect long-term blinks for going through it, basically. Like, waiting years for albums and stuff. Like, that's dedication. I heard, though, like, I think I saw an interview with Rosé saying that they were going on hiatus now.
Okay.
To focus on their solo careers. And, like, because I was watching some stuff where people were like, can you guys just, like, put us out of our misery and break up, basically? Like, some blinks were saying that, which is, like, that's where I was kind of like, well, I mean, yeah, like, kind of seemed like they do string their fans along a little bit. But I'm like, you went on a whole tour, and then you released an album, and now you're like, okay, see you later.
I mean, yeah,
I don't know if it's true. Like, I don't know. Maybe they're gonna do some more shows because, like, they just dropped an album. But, like, doesn't seem like
they already did the tour. That's the thing. They already did the tour. It was literally called the Deadline Tour. Yeah, it was here in Toronto and everything. Like, the thing. Well, I only hesitate, like, because, for example, like Mamamoo, they were technically always on hiatus, and they've been on hiatus for like 5 years, right? So it's like,
that's what I mean. Like, you don't have to disband, but, like, you could just be honest and be like, we're essentially breaking up for now. Like, maybe we'll come back later, but, like, we want to be solo artists. Like, just say that.
That's true.
It's fine. All 4 of them are making solo music, so if you're a Blackpink fan, you could still hear Blackpink.
I know, that's I mean, that's kind of like how we always vibe anyway, like with BTS as well. Like, when Jin and J-Hope were back, like, it was great to see them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It wasn't like we felt that far away from BTS as a whole. So I understand the appeal of them, but yeah, just not our vibe, and that's fine. I mean, go off, girls. Do you, you know?
I respect them as artists. Don't call them bitches.
Don't call them, like, for what? Yeah, because they are literally doing what they said they would do and being girl bosses.
Yeah, because they have appointments. Like,
yeah, because they are business women. Anyway, okay, but now we're gonna go on to Ateez. The polar
Ateez
opposite
is
for
back,
me.
baby.
Oh, they're so fucking back. It's insane, and I am so excited about this. Okay. Ateez came out with Golden Hour Part 4, so redaction that we said previously there was no more Golden Hour.
I know, we were like, trilogy done, check.
Done, box. Now I'm gonna have to buy this one, and I have no issues with that.
Oh, I didn't tell you, but I literally had it in cart, like, ready to pay, but it was the only thing, and I was like, I can't just buy one album, like, this is crazy, but, so I took it out, but I almost bought it, like, 2 weeks ago. They had a sale,
Girl.
like, that, site had, like, a sale. I was like, well, but I was like, I literally almost bought it. I, like, checked all the ones. I know which one I'm getting the diary version when it comes out.
Okay.
Diary version is the eye patch. The Z version is the pirate one.
Okay.
A version is like a sepia, like, kind of old-timey sort of look.
Oh, that, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know, I was like, I already have my version picked. I almost bought it. Almost bought it already.
Diary, and usually the diary one, at least from my experience, has like lore like written.
Yeah,
in the book.
I also think I've never bought a diary one yet. I think I just have
It's time.
A and Z versions of the other ones, and then Polka for In Your Fantasy. I know, so I was like, this is kind of perfect, because then I'll have A, Z, diary, and a Polka for this 4 set.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. So February 6th, Ateez, they dropped Golden Hour Part 4. My god, this is what I missed. So the last comeback was Golden Hour Part 3? Must have been, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just, why?
Well, they also had I think they had a Japanese release also. Remember that?
Oh, yes. Yeah, okay,
That
yeah.
slow jam song? I can't remember what it's called.
Yes. No, yes. Okay, and those two, like, were fine. Like, they, overall, now that we have all of this, now I can see the whole Golden Hour. Fine.
I can see the vision.
I can see the vision. But we were just like, oh no, is this like the new vibe of Ateez? Which is fine. Like, bands can go through that. But no, oh my god. Adrenaline, when I first watched that, I'm pretty sure I had the same experience you had with Ice on My Teeth. I probably transcended myself. Like, I was truly like, oh my god, we're so fucking back. Because we got the looks, we got the beat, we got the vocals, we got the dance. The dance was fire, and the music video looked great. And we got Hongjoong aura off the charts. We got lore, pirate lore again. We got it all, guys. Okay. As you can tell, I'm extremely excited. We're gonna start. Well, let's start with some general Ateez updates, people. We have updates.
Oh yeah. It's actually so funny because, like, when this came out, like you said, Hongjoong aura off the charts, and I was like, whoa, he is so back. And like the eye patch, like, concept, I was like, ponytail eye patch.
Pretty
God
sure he
damn.
looked like. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like, trying to think of the Naruto guy. He looked like that guy. He had the high collar and a ponytail. Like, he looked like what I imagine. Oh, maybe he doesn't look like I thought he looked like. I thought he
Oh,
looked like,
you were talking about Iruka?
like the brother guys. At first,
Sasuke?
I know, but then I realized he doesn't have a ponytail.
Sasuke!
How could you?
No, I don't know. He looked like, I think it's like Gorilla era. He had a similar vibe where he had like, I don't know if he had a full ponytail, but he had like similar like aura, and I was like, whoa. Yeah, I was like, yo.
Girl, it was insane.
And like, so like, to start off the Ateez journey, Hongjoong was I said he was my bias, but then like, I don't know. I'm not gonna criticize him too much, but like, sometimes his vibe is like, I'm like, sure, you're just fine now. Sometimes his vibe, I'm like, whoa, off the charts, like you said. And then I think a couple episodes ago, I was like, I think my bias is actually Woo Young, because his more of a personality thing. But then like his look, I was like not that excited about it. Like, he looks good, but like, I don't like, usually when I see my bias, I'm like, yo, what's up? You know? And
yes,
I
I
was
know.
like, so I was like, sometimes I see Hongjoong, I don't get that feeling. Sometimes I see Wooyoung, and I'm like, I don't really get that. And like this whole comeback, I like his red hair, but like, it was just okay. But then I started to think that like every time I see Mingi, I'm like, oh, whoa, like. And like it's been like that from day one. I was that also
true.
made me think of it because we re-listened to some episodes for our anniversary episode, and in the first episode, you were like, "Mingi ultimate bias record," and I remember thinking at the time, not for me, because I was like, it's too much, like it's too intense. Yeah. I remember thinking back then when we first started, like he's too wild. But, like, thinking about it now, I was like, I have never seen a comeback or a video or any piece of content where I wasn't like, damn, Mingi, what are you up to? So I was like, okay, I have to be real with myself. As cringy as, and I think I resist it because it's cringy.
Yeah.
Like, it's very over-the-top, sexy vibe. And like I resist that.
You gotta go with what you got. And the other thing with me, I feel like that for you, he is like very pabo and cute in his content. Like he's not always like this, and he seems quite genuine and sweet too with the other members. So it's like, okay, it's not just the over the top. But I was thinking when you said that too, he was like the only one that stood out to you in the last comeback too, like in Lemon Drop era.
Well, that's that's what I was thinking too. Because when we were talking about Adrenaline at first, I was like I like the song, but if I think about it, it still gives me similar. Like I like Lemon Drop and In Your Fantasy. Those are like two Ateez songs to me. Like I listen to them all the time, and I was thinking about Lemon Drop, and I was like, I mean, man, he was insane in that. Like he was just wearing like literally a white shirt and jeans, but I was like, he looked crazy when he puts himself on the hood of the car. I was like, girl, whoa, whoa, don't. So yeah, I was like, anyway, over time, I was like, I think I should just stop resisting this. Like, I don't want to come across as like cringy, liking this over the top person.
Girl, to be cringe. I
was like, I just have to accept it. And the fact that I've never once looked at Mingi and been like, not trying hard enough. I was like, I gotta say something.
Yeah. So I also have an update. Not for my bias, never. Has been locked in forever. And again, like it's a good it's a good point you make where you go, oh, when I see my bias, I'm like, oh yeah, like for sure in all of these, I'm like, girl. Anytime and came on screen, I was like, okay. But my record, I never fully soloed on a record in Ateez, like Minky, sure, like again, he's just like always gonna be overwhelming no matter where you are. But it solidified this comeback. Yao Sang is 100% my record because he completely wrecked me this comeback. I know, and like you were on the other side, so I was like, okay, yeah, this must be a record situation because I could not focus on him in this comeback either.
I think if I had to put it in, I would put a Hongjoong as a record, I think, because it's like when it hits, then I'm like, whoa. So like I think maybe it's more like that.
Yeah, see? We all figured it out. Okay, so let's actually get into the album. We've just been like saying stuff about how
but that's just all to say final bias for Ateez is Mingi, period, end of story. I'm never changing it again.
Never changing. And for now, Wrecker, Hongjoong.
Yeah, that might
for
change.
Now. Yeah,
I still like Wooyoung and
we like them all. Let's be real. I mean, but yeah, same. Has been locked for a long time. Every time I feel like I want to, like, I'll be like, I don't know. Then he just like comes back, and I'm like, yeah, never, never not. And then Yao Sang, golly, is he ever a wrecker? So yeah, let's actually get into the album, why don't we? So again, this is where, okay, I'm not gonna compare too much to Blackpink, but this was also only 5 tracks, I think, right? 1, 2.
Yeah.
The 5 tracks are Ghost, Adrenaline, NASA, On the Road, and Choose. So it starts with Ghost, which I liked. It's not my favorite from the album, but it was nice. It reminds me, I couldn't remember the song, but it reminds me of one of their older songs. I couldn't put my thumb on it, but the beginning part of the song reminded me of one of their older songs. But it's a dark trap, apparently an R&B opener. It's a moody, mysterious trap R&B sound, dark synths, low bass, and smooth, almost spectral melodies. It feels atmospheric and sleek, almost cinematic. The ghost concept comes through the vocals and instrumental layering, like shadowy figures moving through the light and silence. And I was like, I mean,
Sure.
that's what I'm saying.
Sure.
That's what I'm saying. Lyrically, it hints at lingering presence and impact, like something or someone that stays with you even when the lights go down. Fans often highlight this as a favor for its seductive energy and vocal showcase. Yeah, like again, it was like, yeah, it was an opener song, right? Like you're opening the album to the vibe of this ethereal.
I liked Ghost. I mean, I liked all the songs on this. I don't think I disliked any of them. I added all 5 of them to my list. I liked it though. I thought it was. I guess it's. If I ranked them, it would be 5th. But
Yeah.
I still liked it a lot.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, totally. Not my top, but like, yeah, not even bad. You know, that's again, this is one where Ateez feels so back for me because on the other albums we heard recently, there were so many passes for me, but these were all like, oh my god, I could actually listen to all of these, and not be like, oh, okay, I'll listen to it type of thing. And then the title track, Adrenaline. The chokehold this had on me when this came out. This is like a AT song to its core. Like, very anthematic, very like epic. You just want to like dance to it, like even the dance, like very, you want to replicate it. It's a high octane EDM anthem, explosive beats, racing energy, and engine like synths. Okay. Designed to underline Ateez's performance strength, intense choreography, punchy drops, and commanding delivery. Yeah, that's kind of what I was trying to get at. The lyrics talk about pushing forward, staying driven, and letting the rush take over, a metaphor for going all in. Just a production note, Hong Jun and Mingi contributed to the lyrics. I'm like, I feel like they always do, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Like, okay. This track has been a highlight for many, exciting, live, intense, catchy, though some repetitive sections in the hook. I'm obsessed with Adrenaline. I can listen to this over and over and over and over and over again and be like totally fine. Now, the music video. Unless if you have any comments on the actual song first.
No.
We're good.
I mean, no, I liked it a lot too. Like, I when I just listened to it, I thought this is a classic AT song. But the video definitely elevates it because I love the dance.
Yes, girl. Like it's dripping with lore. The dance is so sick, and for me, you know, I absolutely love the way they shot it, the way they put it together, the way they edited it. It didn't really feel like it didn't feel like AI to me either. It felt like actual CG. Like maybe it was AI.
Oh, CG. Yeah, I mean, I was like, there's
CG.
definitely some effects in there.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Sand doesn't even flinch when a car hits him. Okay. No, yeah. CG,
I mean, that
though,
moment was like kind of crazy though, when the car just like smashes into him. And, like, I was like, whoa, Sand.
Oh my god. I know. I feel like
I think I get it now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like Adrenaline kind of turned you around on Sand a bit. Like you were like, okay. Yeah, but it felt like more like it was more visual effects. It was like they're actually work in it.
Yeah.
But the whole pace of the music video was, again, there's a story in the music video. You are building, like, there's never really a stop in the camera movement, really. Or if there is a stop, there's intense movement happening in the frame.
Mm-hmm.
So there's this concept of high adrenaline. You're never stopping moving. There's always something happening. I was like, yes. When art comes together. And it was like these beautiful dance solo breaks. So we have like Songhwa doing his own little dance, and then Jung Ho also doing a solo dance section coming out. We haven't even talked about the visuals. Like, yeah, okay. So Hongju has pirate. Mingi is full pirate, like swashbuckler pirate, blue hair. Yao Sang is, like you said, it looks like a businessman, but yeah. He's like a mafia boss. He can tell me whatever he wants to do. But blonde short hair looks amazing on him. Looks like, like he looks great. But nothing else. Nothing extra in his styling.
I liked that, like, I'm very excited when we get to the lore of Ateez, because it feels like there's actually, like, we have an episode coming up about lore, and, like, we've explored some other lore and stuff, and, like, it just feels like a lot of these groups, they don't have, like, solid story, but I feel like Ateez does.
Yes.
And that's just off of watching videos, like, randomly and out of order. I feel like I'm always seeing stuff where I'm like, oh, I know, I've seen this before. Like, I've seen this reference before. And it seemed like this video, there's something about it. There's something about the lore is, like, coming back into play
It's
here.
coming
Like,
back.
yeah. So I'm, like, very excited when we get to the Ateez lore to see how this story works. Because I'm like, there's definitely things happening here where I'm like, I'm excited. I don't even know what's going on.
Totally.
Like, when he had the eye patch, I was like, bro, like, Pirate Captain is back.
Pirate Captain's back. And I think, which though, although in this video itself, he doesn't have the patch. So.
It's not, I think there's, okay, again, I don't really know the lore,
Yeah,
but I think there are, I'm pretty sure there's two versions of them.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. As I said this, and I'm looking at the frame, we pulled frames, of course. And there's one that is a red color, and there's one that's a not red color, and those are the ones where he looks different, and they all kind of have different stylings in those colors.
Yeah, I was gonna say, even Mingy, like, he has blue hair, but he also has, like, silver hair.
Girl, okay, yeah. Ateez lore coming up. Don't miss it. Yeah, then Hangjun also looking like an anime villain too. In the other, like, okay, sure. San again. I've always appreciated San, you know, but like he was like absolutely killing it in this one. He has this look towards the end where he's wearing this like very like almost like crop jacket with a freaking fur that like it's snatched to hell. Oh my god.
I think I've never thought of San in a biased sense, but he does have like aura. He's always had aura.
Yeah, and he often got criticized for his performance. Like people call him overperforming, but I'm like, to me that's the allure of San. Like he gives everything he got when he performs personally, and his voice is really
I feel
good.
like also if you're gonna like call someone out for overperforming, he is not the Ateez member that I would choose for that.
Who would you choose for overperforming?
Minky, obviously.
Oh, true. In that
and I say that with all the love in my heart.
No, yeah, okay, yeah.
Like, if you are criticizing him for overperforming when he's standing next to Mingy, who's, like, barking like a dog, I'm like, come on, what are we talking about?
Well, and then also, like, that's their thing, though. Like, can we not see I've never seen them live, but they do, like, stage play, basically. Like, that's their thing. Songhwa basically looks like he does, like, performing art. You know what I mean? Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, I feel like
that's their vibe.
Yeah, that's kind of their vibe, yeah.
And I love that. Like, I love seeing a raw performance of someone who, like, genuinely seems to love what they're doing. So, I've always respected San for that. So, like, yeah. Anyway, so, yeah, he was full performance king in this. And and that's the other thing with the song. They have a lot of lower registered Jongho-san and Yuno, and I'm like, yes, give me that. Okay.
Yes.
No. Okay, and how can we not talk about the absolute aura of like choking on my own words. The Yuno, the rest of the band, a dance battle in the middle of the song, and like Yuno just comes.
That's right. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, there's definitely like this is what I mean. This is where I need to know what the lore is, because like, why was he on one side and the others were on the like? Why were they fighting each other? Like, that's what I need to know. Is he like a traitor, or is he like mixed into the other? Is he in the wrong world? You know what I mean? I was like, I need to know the lore here, because this means something.
And then Yao Sang also has his own complete solo dance break. People were listening. They gave Yao Sang the respect this comeback. Looks absolutely beautiful. 10 out of 10. I was like, great. No, I absolutely not. And yeah, the dance, the actual how can we not talk about this? There is a point of this music video where it's a very low angle hip thrust shot.
Oh my god.
Miggy and Sam, but Miggy's the main focus. And it's not just us, though. There are so many memes about this, and it's so funny to me. But I'm like, yeah, it's so egregious. You're literally...
You're like knocking me back, bro. Like, you're literally hitting me in the face.
You're like, holy moly. So the next song was NASA. I loved NASA right away. And then they again released their performance video. It's like it is a music video, but it's like more just performance based. The song itself, it's a deep bass rhythmic delivery, energetic beat that keeps the momentum high after the title track. It's space theme. NASA works as a metaphor for ambition. The group flexes their growth and readiness to reach higher. It's confident, bold, and swaggering. Fitting for a group known for a strong stage presence and assertive rap verses. Fans are split apparently. Some enjoy its energy and choreography. Others find some of the English lyric moments awkward. I will agree to that. I have a whole point here where I found like the English translations are very corny, but I'm like, well, I don't care. I was like, I'm still here for it. So, I mean, maybe I'm a little hypocritical, but yeah, I will give them that criticism that the English portion of this song was really goofy. So, but I love the beat. It is so gnarly and it's so good. They look all amazing in this music video, and it's so simple. That's also what I love. They're on this like black stage, and it's just like a pyramid almost style, and it's all black, but all of their costuming and the background dancers are all in white, and it looks very space. So feels like you're in space. Very simple, but very much delivers on the simplicity and showing off the actual song and their dancing. Oh yeah, there's a whole again. Hongju's aura was off the charts even in this. So he comes down and his rap in this is so good. Like again, I don't even know what you're saying, but like just the way he delivers it. And he like comes down the pyramid and they do this cool like dance sequence where it looks like they're like zero gravity. So the corny lyrics I was talking about, it's the chorus of the song where they shoot for the stars like NASA, always going up like my stack. Ready on your mark, go faster. Shoot for the stars like NASA. Eyes on the ball, no pasta. Rooting for my fall, yeah. I catch that dough up like half stack. Yeah, I was like, okay, the first ones, I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. Half stack, but no ball pasta. I'm like,
No
okay,
pasta? What does that even mean?
And like, I exactly. I think they're trying to go like, well, no meatball in my pasta. I don't know. And then they're saying dough going up like a half stack, so like dough like money. I think they were trying to do something there.
I looked up what pasta means for internet slang, and it's a bastardization of copy paste.
Oh, like copy pasta. Eyes on, okay.
So like I don't know, they're not copying, or no one can copy them. Maybe that's what it means.
That's true. Okay, so okay, we're too old for it. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, it must mean something. They can't just be saying no pasta. It has to mean something.
Eyes on the ball, no pasta. Rooting for my fall, yeah. Okay, yeah. So they're just like, oh, you copy. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
We're back in.
That makes me, yeah, it makes it go a lot better. Still a little corny, but hey, I absolute vibe. Love it. Love the dance again. Love everything.
I thought like as a performance video, it's gotta be like one of the best ones I've ever seen. Because usually a performance video is just like the group in by themselves in a space or whatever. But there was like the steps and the backup dancers, and like there was like still other things happening. So I was like, it's like the most well-produced performance video I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like I even hesitate to call it a performance video because I'm like, it doesn't even really feel like that.
No, it felt like a music video. Like again, maybe they just don't call it music video because there's no like inherent like they're only on one stage and there's no lore per se. It's just like a performance. But I'm like, it's a performance. Like
yeah.
And let's just say also Hongju looked absolutely snatched and gorgeous on this, okay?
Yeah, I know. I also noticed his fat ass in this too. I was like, whoa. Like, there's like one angle from the back and his pants are like, I was like, yo.
His cake was caked, and it was, yeah, anyway. And Songwa at the beginning, face card immediately stunning, like right from the top. I think we saw a creator that we kind of watch. He was reacting. He it was like the very first sound is like Songwa breathing. He's like, you didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
It's like, it's true. Like, immediately deceased. They have this beautiful, like, silver face makeup on a lot of them.
I know, it looked so good.
And then Miggy was hilarious. He clearly has these, like, over-the-top glasses that make him look like an alien. But again, it still works. It works with the theme. Oh, they're so good.
I do. My favorite transition is that one though, where it's like Hongjoong rapping, and then the camera like goes between his legs, and it's Mingy on the other side. I was like, this is such an unnecessary transition.
Unnecessary but beautiful transition.
Yeah, it's like, this is so funny.
Yeah, I don't even understand. Yeah, I don't think I even saw this music video or this performance yet, and I saw this clip circulated, and I was like, what are we talking about?
I think it's the same. Like, usually when the comebacks come out, I usually just kind of watch like the music video. I don't usually watch the rest of this stuff. Like, maybe if I see it, but I usually just watch it like through reels. But I saw the reel of someone cutting that specific transition, and I was like, I have to watch this.
Oh, we
like, what is going on here?
And I think I remember like when Adrenaline came out too. I was on your ass so much. I was like, you need to watch this, because you were taking some more time to get to it or whatever, and I was so annoyed because I was like, I need to talk about it with somebody. Like, it was so good, and I was like, you were like, no, I'm not watching it yet. I'm like, oh, girl. So those are the first 3 songs, and then the last 2 songs, they kind of have a bit of a shift, I feel, in the vibe, but again, it's how it is. But the last 2 songs are more ballads, so it's On the Road. And then they had a kind of like, again, more of a performance style live video that I feel like was a Spotify exclusive, because I couldn't really find it on YouTube. I think you said it was on Spotify Korea YouTube, but I watched it through Spotify itself. So
yeah, I just like, when you look at the album, like, Spotify changed it now, so like music videos are linked. And like 4 out of 5 of them said music videos, so I was like, oh, 4 music videos, that's crazy. But then when I tried to look for it, I was like, oh, it's not really, I wouldn't really call it a music video. But I guess Spotify would link it because it's Spotify exclusive. So yeah, sure, but fine.
But stunning. Like, they're all apps. They're completely boyfriend coded, of course, but they look absolutely beautiful. Like, what are we talking about? Each one has like their own moment where it's like a close up. I'm like, what are we talking about? Look at this. I grabbed a snap of Yao. He looks absolutely beautiful. You can't look up. You know what I mean? Anyway, they all look beautiful in this music video. Yeah, it's a good song. It's a good song. It's not like, it doesn't like top at the, like, I can't. Classic Ateez power ballad. So how I would describe it. With a soft rap side with Mingy and Hongjoong. Oh yeah, let's see. Sorry, my little breakdown here. Melodic with pop rock elements and strong vocals. The song shifts to a more warm and hopeful tone. Focuses on the group's journey so far, resilience. Feels like that's always the theme in K-pop, resilience, which maybe that's why I like K-pop so much. It's a sort of an anthem about growth. Acts as a narrative centerpiece of the EP and grounding the high adrenaline tracks with emotional honesty. Praised for its uplifting qualities and sing-along chorus. I would agree with that, yeah.
I like their slow jams. It's like, especially when they have like a banger album, and like it's always like the end of the album, and it's always like really nice way to end it. Like, they did the same thing with part 2. Started off like strong with Ice on My Teeth, and then it ended with like Enough, or whatever that song was called.
Oh yeah, true.
And I was like, this is beautiful. It really just brings me at the end to a beautiful place.
That's a good point. I always feel like, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm like in such, I feel like you know, you have these 3 very strong songs, and it's like immediate into the ballad. But I can see what you're saying. Even this one's more of like, it's more of an upbeat ballad too. It's more of a straight, and then the last song is very just classic ballad. But it's my note we'll get into it, but it's called Choose. I literally wrote, stop, I'm blushing, like, like, it's so cute. So yeah, the last song was Choose. Oh, I didn't realize, right, I think you mentioned this. It's a fan specific song. It's an Ateez song, and it's a pop ballad, acoustic warmth, heartfelt promise, talking about choosing Ateez, staying together, and reflecting on shared memories over the years. Yeah, that's why we stop. Don't. As the closing track, it softens the intense energy, which is kind of what you talked about, and it is a fan favorite for sentiment and emotional weight. Some feel it fits differently besides the more intense tracks.
I like it though. I really liked the song enough as well. So this song specifically reminded me of Enough, and how like it just kind of like closes the album out, and I was like, oh, I really love this song. It's so nice.
Music video is very loose, but it's just all of them looking absolutely gorgeous and stunning. Much like On the Road, and they're all kind of just standing in a circle, and it was interesting. I did watch it again. It's such a stark difference because they are all completely differently styled. Oh, right. This is clearly forever ago, but holy moly, that was Ateez, Golden Hour Part 4. I obsessed, fully obsessed again, and will never falter from them again, because this is the first time we kind of went through with one of our main bands where we weren't really on, like I thought I did say I hated it, but I just wasn't fully on board with their last comeback. And now I'm like, okay, no, I'm never going to question them again, because they will come back so good. We love Ateez forever and always. Top 3 bands, for sure.
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
For sure. Okay, of course we can't end a comeback episode without some kind of BTS conversation.
Pew, 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 pew. It's BTS corner. Pew, 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 pew.
Pew, pew.
It's been a month, dude.
It's been a month, girl. It's been a month. So you bought a light stick ago, like Map of the Soul one. And you called it way long ago. You're like, I'm pretty sure they're gonna come out with a new light stick. And they did. And I, for the first time looking at an ARMY light stick, I said, oh, damn it, I need to buy this. So
it's so pretty.
It's
like
so pretty.
I specifically bought the other one because I was thinking like there'll be a new one, so this one will be cheaper. And like, what doesn't matter, like that, because even if you look at the other ones, they don't change that much in my opinion.
Yeah,
they kind of look similar, so I was like, whatever, doesn't matter. And then they dropped it, and I was like, this is so pretty.
So
like,
gorgeous.
it's crazy. But I was like, I was still determined to not, like, I made a plan, and I was determined to stick to my plan.
And
but
then they dropped
I don't even know, like, what happened. Like, girl, I still, up until the moment I hit pay, I was like, I'm not buying this. Like, basically, I was, like, in this, like, Weverse queue or, like, not queue, but whatever. I was, like, on Weverse, trying to get this thing in my cart the whole time thinking, like, I'm not buying this. Like, why am I trying so hard?
Girl, I know, I had no right to buy this in the sense I had no budget for it in the slightest. But there's no way I couldn't buy this. Again, I don't understand the whole BTS has on, or, like, ARMY, whatever. Like, it's like I become the most irrational person when it comes to BTS.
I was gonna say, at least from my side, like they also announced that none of the old ones would work anymore, like syncing wise. Like you can still turn it on, but it was like, I mean, if you really want to like be part of the comeback and you really want to like, you know, enjoy every moment of it, it's like, well, you don't need it. You don't need a light stick. No. It usually is like a cumbersome thing that you have to fucking carry around and not drop and smash or whatever.
Girl.
But like, you know, the fact that they are phasing out the other ones where it doesn't sync to the show anymore, I'm like, well, I don't want that. I thought I would be okay with it, but I'm not.
Yeah, I will say that was kind of shitty. Like, I didn't really like that was the decision they made. Like, again, it's not BTS's decision.
Yeah, I also, like, a lot of people were saying that, of course. But then I was, like, some people were thinking, like, trying to be, like, thoughtful about it. And it's, like, it's all, like, a Bluetooth thing, right? So, like, if it's different technology, then the stadium's not gonna blast out 2 different signals or whatever. Like, if the technology is different, it doesn't make sense to try and make both work, because then you're just gonna have cross signals and none of them are gonna work, kind of thing. Yeah. I was like, I guess, like, it is different. I think the Map the Soul one came out like 6 or 7, like it came out forever, whenever the album came out,
which was like
2020
COVID era,
or whatever. So like, maybe the technology is older, so like, yeah, maybe it just like doesn't really work like that anymore, which is sure, fine, I get it. But also the fact that it was like kind of cheap, to be honest, like compared to other light sticks that I've seen online on Weverse, it was like a lot cheaper than like it was the light stick itself was under 100.
Yeah, like I think, yeah, it was a little misleading, I will say, but I knew what I was going to get into. I knew I was probably going to spend at least $100 in Canadian. But on the website, I think because we have membership too, we were able to get that access, I feel like. Anyway, but maybe not. I don't know. But it was only showing up as $40 on Weverse USD. So at first I was like, "Oh my god, obviously." That was the other thing. I was like, I need to do it. But then you have shipping, and then they are very clear, which I appreciate at least, that duties are not included, so you will need to pay duties. So
yeah, I like all told, obviously it comes up to more, but I was like, the fact that it was like $60 or whatever, I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah,
like, I have to buy this.
I think my total bill with all the shipping and everything came under 100. So yeah, I mean, I know you. Okay, so I got just the light stick. You did the
I was like,
you were
if
like,
I'm in here struggling with this website, I'm getting everything. Because it was crazy. Like I mean, we knew this was gonna happen because Weverse kind of doesn't. I don't know. They kind of suck for like
they do.
High volume. So the site was like crashing and freezing.
It was
and
so funny.
Errors like so crazy, and like every time I got even a centimeter somewhere, like I could see the page. I'm like, great, I'm on the page. Gone. I could see my cart gone. Like it was so crazy.
Yeah, so for everyone, we went the hour it says it was going to release. We were there on Weverse. It was like a Sunday night for us at like 9 p.m. for something ridiculous.
I think it was like 11 p.m. I was like in bed.
Right.
And then I was like, I have to get out of bed. Like I have to go to my computer.
Yeah, I have to go to the computer.
Cause...
Absolutely. I was at my computer, so yeah, it was 9-10 o'clock my time. And anyway, it was ridiculous. We were like furiously messaging each other too, of course. And I mean, in retrospect, again, this is the thing. Like, it's so stupid, but like, it's a good memory now. Like, it's a funny memory to have. And like you said, like, there's this thing with BTS that feels unique to other band experiences where I feel like for me, it feels like I really want to be a part of this experience, and like and then, you know, people could argue that's just like consumerism or capitalistic, like the way they do it, but I don't know. It feels different, and this is the first comeback in like post-military comeback, so everything just feels extra special. So.
Yeah, everything just feels big, and like you said, I just like want to be part of everything. I just want to be part of all of it.
At least the first one. But yeah, that was our light stick adventure, and then
I heard that it sold out in 30 minutes, and then they released like another batch that sold out in 10 minutes. And then I think they released like a third batch that sold out in less than that, and then it was like just sold out for a while. But I got the stick, the holder, the other.
Yeah, you got all of it. I was like, okay, I do not need the holder. I do not. But it's funny when we eventually.
The holder's so cute though. I love it. It's like a little lamp. I'm obsessed.
I mean, yeah, for you it works. And also, this was our first Weverse purchase, and it had. We're so ridiculous. I don't even want to throw the box out yet.
I pulled the tape off my box and put it on my shelf because I was like, what's your love song? I need it. I don't know what it means yet still.
But yeah, so on the box itself, they taped the box closed with "What Is Your Love Song," which is the other thing that BTS was kind of teasing. I still, to this day, I know you tried to explain it to me 5 different times. I still don't really understand it.
Well, I think it's still like not fully revealed. Okay. Like I think that the theory is that whatever the title track is going to be something. What's your love song? What's my love song? Or bonkers. Love song? Like it's going to be something like that. It's got to be some sort of hint.
Which means they've recorded 5 different songs and they're letting us choose whatever one they release.
Yeah,
like
I don't know. Like there was a poll on Spotify that was like, "What's your love song?" And it was like 5 or 6 options. I think I wrote them down. Yeah, nostalgic, unrequited, whatever. Healing, romantic, fandom, and self-love. Self-love won. Whatever that means.
I definitely do. Well, which is very BTS coded anyway, right? Like,
yeah, but like I just like no one knows what that means though. Like it won, and we're like, great. So
well, that's where I was so confused because because you were trying to like explain it to me Again, I know I'm so sorry. I could not wrap my brain about it. But on Spotify, if you go there, there was like 5 songs that were 30 seconds long or a minute long that were just blank air that
Yeah.
were supposed to be, and then you could vote for things. I did vote, but I don't know what that meant. I don't know what it means. I still don't know what it means.
I don't know. They had a playlist as well that like BTS supposedly members put those songs together for this playlist. And then yeah, on Valentine's Day in LA, there was a rose wall where you could go and take a rose, and it had like a QR code to be like, "What's your love song?" And if you, it was like, I think it was kind of like a randomizer. If you scanned it, it would give you a love song. And then when all the roses were gone, it said BTS. So like it was a BTS thing, because at first people didn't even know if it was like
Right.
BTS related or not.
Yeah.
But then after Valentine's Day, they kept promoting it. There's like posters showing up everywhere where it's like,
And a
"What's your
lot
love
of
song?"
previous collabers with BTS were also promoting it. So you're like, are they
Yeah,
like what
like
is
people were
happening? What
interacting.
is
Like
happening?
the other big hit group like Cordis and TXT also were interacted with it, and then like yeah, a bunch of their collaborators like Benny Blanco and Becky G and like all these people were just like
Tableau.
responding to it. So like still no one really knows what it is, but the fact that they kept promoting it after Valentine's Day is I think where
something.
everyone thinks it's got to be something with the title track. But then I was thinking about it anyway, because like when we looked up Aryang anyway, it was like some versions of it are this like love
Song.
story. So I'm like, it could just literally be hinting that maybe Aryang is the title track. Like it could just be about
Yeah.
that, right? Like
Yeah.
so, but either way, everyone now is thinking this. It's just the memes are very funny to me, because it's like, if Big Hit asks me one more time, what is my love song?
Yeah,
like we're gonna have a problem.
I know. They're like, can you actually tell us anything about the album and stuff like that? Yeah, it's pretty funny. Which again is insane to me, and I'm so here for it. That it, as we're recording, it's March 1st, and we don't know anything about the album. Really, basically, that's coming out in 20 days. Like that is insane and very exciting though at the same time, because I have a feeling that they're just gonna drop it. I have a
know, like
feeling.
I don't know. Like I mean, everyone says in the past they did it the same way that other groups do, with like teasers and stuff like that. So I'm like, either a teaser's coming literally any day now, or yeah, like we're not gonna get nothing until the day of.
Which is gonna be so explosive. Like that's gonna be crazy. But anyway, that's that. And then hello, GQ dropped an article on BTS
Mm.
that literally is the first photo shoot they've done, I'm pretty sure, as a group.
Yeah, I
Huh?
think so. Yeah.
And I literally woke up that morning. I woke up earlier than normal that morning, and I was like crying on the couch. Like I was probably just like overtired or anything, but still, I literally remember sending you a photo of me crying. And you're like, "What are you? You're." I don't know.
It's
you
just
were
like
fine.
I'm sure that I saw some sort of person talking about it at some point, but like there's so much like fake content for BTS that if I see a fan like post about something, I just don't believe it, because there's so
Okay,
much like
yeah.
fake shit. So like I'm
Yeah.
sure that I saw something about it, but I was like, whatever, it's probably an old photo shoot or like nothing. And then like literally on the, I was like, this is real. This is like today dropped, legit.
I know,
I went to the
it's-
GQ like website. I read the whole article like on their website, and I was like, this is legit. This is real, happening right now.
I know what you're talking about, like with the whole like AI or like just like edits or like Photoshop stuff. I don't trust, like, literally don't trust anything unless if it's coming from the official sites, and that's exactly what happened with this too. And then the next thing we'll talk about, like, oh no, this is literally posted on GQ. This is posted on all of the members' profiles. Calvin Klein posted the next thing we'll talk about. But yeah, it's a very. I didn't fully read the article. I know you said you read the article and you said it was like really good and cute. And of course, you were
It was
exploding and
perfect,
dying. Of
beautiful.
course, yep.
They love each
but-
other. They love BTS. They love music. They love everything. They love
Of course
ARMY.
they do.
It was perfect.
And they looked beautiful. Like again, I don't. This was clearly shot. Like I'm pretty sure, right after everything, because RM still's got his super Bottega haircut. I'm like, he looks unbelievable. So
They look insane, but like it's so crazy to me. Like V specifically, like they put him in like the brightest color and in the center of some of these pictures, and I'm like,
yeah.
like you know who is like the hot shit. Like
And
you know what
this
you're
is-
doing.
I know. And this is the other thing I forgot about this is that the main photo, like on when you open this article online, is the same setup as a mic drop.
Girl, I know. People were putting those. That's why everyone's like mic drop part 2 coming.
Girl. I can't even. And then our RM also posted like on a story where he literally had a mic and he was holding
mic
it.
drop part 2.
Girl, that's going. I can't.
It's happening.
We can't. I cannot go there. I cannot assume anything. But this choice is a choice.
I'll say it was like the first official like created photo content of Yoongi since he was discharged.
Yeah,
like, he's in a magazine photoed, and I was like, wow, he's real. He's in the group still. He's there.
He looks beautiful. I know. And it was funny. I saw afterwards that all of them were wearing like their brand ambassador. Like V's wearing Celine, Jin's wearing Gucci, RM's wearing Bottega, Suga's wearing Valentino, J-Hope's wearing Louis Vuitton, Jim is wearing Dior. And of course, Jungkook's wearing whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, it's like I think I saw it too. Where everyone was like, "Where are you, CK?" Like,
yeah. Well, we know where he is.
They were saving it.
They were saving it. But anyway, I did find that hilarious that literally all of the other members were perfectly aligned with their brand, and Jungkook was like, "I don't give a fuck." I don't I don't know if it was Jungkook or like just Calvin Klein didn't set anything up. Again, I have no idea how that works, but it was just a very funny observation. Yeah. But speaking of Calvin Klein, oh my god, they did it again.
Like we were saying, this is the same thing. I saw pictures of him and CK, and I was like, these are obviously old pictures. Like, because he's done so many campaigns at this point. I was like, yeah, whatever. Like, I've seen it, all right. But then it was like, no, this is like today, new, and like you sent me the video part of it, and I was like, I was thinking he's like dancing around a record store.
Yeah, it was cute, but it wasn't
some other place. Like he's kind of just dancing around, but it was like pretty tame, honestly.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about the last one. We were talking about his CK thing from post discharge with the insane like red whatever. And I was like, then you showed me this, and I was like, well, this is pretty tame compared to that one. Was like insane. This is like nothing. But then I didn't really think about it at the time, but I saw somebody made a joke where like if you went to CK's site, it's like men's section, women's section, and Jungkook section, and I was like, is that true? So I went and looked, and he does have his own section, and there were pictures on there, and I was like, oh my god, the pictures. And then I started seeing the pictures on Instagram, and I was like, okay, no, never mind. This is not as tame as I thought it was going to be.
He's absolutely insane. Because I thought the same thing. I saw the video, I'm like, oh, it's cute. Like, he looks great. But, like, it wasn't anything crazy. Because he's just wearing, like, actually, I remember watching this, I'm like, he is really selling those jeans. Because they look like nice jeans. I kind of was like, oh. But anyway, so they're just, like, kind of looser fitting jeans. And he's got a white tank top and like, a nice, I don't know, blazer. Or not blazer. Yeah, windbreaker. It's like a windbreaker.
Oh, I love it. It looks so
good.
It
looks great. And so I'm like, oh yeah, it's probably and then there's this a fucking photo of him leg propped up. His hand is on the waist of his pants, and he's bending over, or he's like on a side. How do you make an outfit like that so simple look so feral, and it doesn't make any sense? It doesn't make any sense. It's kind of rude, actually. How could you do this to us?
The funniest thing is that in the reel that they posted, it like pans across his whole leg. Yeah. I was like, come on, what are we talking about?
I know, they do this all the time. They did it last time, too. There was literally a low angle shot of like where they were like right at his crotch, and I'm like, guys,
like, what are we doing?
You're actually trying to murder us. This is intentional murder. Anyway.
It is from the same era though, because he has the neck piercing here, so it's from the same era, I guess. They were just saving this for.
I feel like they shot all of this at once. Yeah.
But yeah, there ended up being lots of shots of him exposing his abs and chest and sprawling across various surfaces.
Absolutely man spread. He's whatever. He's ridiculous.
Absolutely crazy.
Trying to murder us all. I'm telling you. Okay, and then last but not least, the biggest drop of all, which we were not expecting. Period.
Yeah.
You speak to it.
We got Samsung ad release that was like a whole like 2-minute clip of Yoongi in his studio and then walking
Producer
around.
Yoongi.
Producer Suga.
Suga
And then some
Augustine
photos,
Schmidt.
some side profile photos. I was like, okay.
Yeah, he looks beautiful. He looks again, he's like he doesn't age at all. He looks exactly like he did.
His
Like-
skin is like so flawless.
So
Like I'm sure I know it's makeup, but I'm like, it's crazy.
Still.
It looks so smooth.
still, I know. He looks amazing, and he was selling, yeah. He has, I feel like, a partnership with Samsung.
This I thought was fake. Like even looking at it on Samsung's page, I was like, this is old or like fake. Like I just like kind of went, my mind just like went blank. I was like, I don't even understand what this is. I watched the clip like 5 times.
Yeah, girl.
Because
yeah,
he's like narrating also. Like I mean,
Oh, yeah,
you
it's
can look
his
at the
voice.
subtitles, but for most of it, I was just like, sure,
Sure, I don't even care what you're
whatever
saying.
you say.
Samson has new headphones. I'll buy them. I'll buy them. Whatever you want. Okay, I mean, we've talked a lot, but like that's about that's about that's about it. I can't. There's some fashion stuff. We can't even go into it. There's a lot of fashion stuff. Maybe we'll touch base next month because it's still going on right now. So we'll wrap up the Milan Fashion Week next time on the next comebacks.
Yeah.
But just some more notable comebacks as we always end it. Zero Base One had a comeback. Sungmin from Super Junior had a solo comeback. So Misamo from Twice. There was a subunit. I did check it out briefly. I didn't really realize Twice did have a subunit. It's all the Japanese members. So Mina, Sana, and Momo. So Misamo. It was fine. Like again, it was more like a R&B side type songs. I'm like, it's just not usually for me, but they sounded great. So Boy Next Door, Monsta X, English comeback. Rise had a Japanese pre-release. Jenny also had her own solo release, I guess, with Tame Impala. And Hypen had a music video release, and Sangyeon from The Boys had a solo release. I looked this up because I know he's in military, so he is also still in the military. I guess it was a pre-recorded thing that got released. It was really pretty. It was a ballad. I do realize how much I was like, oh, he is really cute. So yeah, those were the whole comebacks, and my gosh. So guys, listen to Ateez.
Yeah, listen to Ateez now while you can, because next month we're probably only going to be talking about one thing.
I mean, we already talked
on
too
the
much
March
about
comeback.
when they had no real comebacks. So yeah, might be a two-part.
But it's gonna be it's gonna be a long one next month.
All right, guys, but
so listen to Ateez while you can.
While you can, because it's gonna be overwhelming. But as always, with that, we'll catch you on the flip.
Bye.